Hi, my name is Julie and this is my channel, Water Torch Oracle. We are still settling into our new place, but my office is now semi-functional, so I am here to kind of like update my channel, I would say. That way everybody really kind of understands the avenue in which I'm going. So I'm here to offer you a variety pack of myself and what I can do to keep you through your journey. I make sigils, I craft spells, I make candles, I do arts and crafts. And when I mean arts and crafts, I had made first time, and I haven't done it since only because of time constraints, but I had taken one of those white Halloween masks and I made it into a Gaia mask, and I gave it to one of my dear friends. I also make bath Epsom salts. I read the Akashic Records. For myself, I keep that open all the time, and I just make sure that, just like other readers, permission, because that's key. I do read tarot and oracles, but it's more in a non-traditional way. But there have been many times where they've wanted me to use the books that are inside these to give a more in-depth explanation, since I have many different tarot cards and many different oracles. That way, if within each deck, I'm sure all of you already know that each one of them has their own interpretation or explanation. So I make sure to include that when I am prompted. So as of right now, I do not have a website, but my dear friend that I gave the mask to, she is going to help me along with understanding StreamYard. So I want to let you know as well that all of that I make is tailor-made for each person that reaches out to me. Nothing is pre-made. I have all, the materials. If I do not, and there's something specific that you would really truly love to have, I am definitely up to making sure that I have those products to incorporate into it to help you. So, because I just want to keep on helping anyone who ventures onto my channel in any capacity that I can. So, furthermore, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. It is in my channel description. I would just ask that if you do reach out to me specifically for information or would wanting to like something from me, please just make sure that you put Torchwater Oracle in the subject line. That way I know not to delete it, because if I get a lot of odd emails, like scams and spams and stuff like that, I just automatically delete them. So I do not want to do that. So now we're going to go on to some tarot and oracle reading for the collective. So I once my office is like more set up, I will definitely take you on a tour of it. But as of right now, I have a day bed in here and it's completely scattered with like all of an array of different products. But so I don't want to take you on that ride really. But so, and I kind of do wander off with talking, so I do apologize for that. So like, here's the book for this. And this setup is a little different. I got this pretty cool gadget. I'll take a picture of it. I say I got it. Actually, my lovely husband was kind enough to find it for me. So, but I'm not 100% sure I like the way this looks, but it'll give the clearest view of the card pull. So these ones I really like. So this is what the outside looks like, and it has silver. They are very stiff though, and there's quite a few of them. So I am going to have to shuffle them. There are times that I am called to like pre-shuffle and just pull the cards and figure out what they're trying to say. And then other times I am pulled to do this. Not often, but sometimes. So if you do not like the sound of snap, crackle, popping of deck shuffling, I apologize. I have to get a mat and everything too. So, because I know that there's quite a few. So the way that I pull cards is I keep, I forgot to knock because I was talking, but I knock on them 3 times. It's, you see a lot of tarot and oracle readers do this. For me, it is another way to wake up the cards for myself, and let them know that my energy is requesting them to help with the read that I'm about to do. And then I do not out loud say anything, but I am specifically directly speaking with my team. And so, yeah. So the way that I usually do it is whatever falls out, like these 3 just fell out. Hold on. I'm saying, hold on. Unless it falls out, I don't take it. Oh, there's lots of cards. Okay. So let's see what they have to say. All right. So you got the coins. See, I'm not sure I like this because I'm kind of OCD and I like my stuff to be like very organized looking. Swords. Justice. Let's see if this will help. Wheel of Fortune. And Cups. Like I said, I'm not a traditional tarot reader. see that. There we go. I don't know. I don't know if I like this back here. Hold on. Let's see. There. That looks better. There's like the, you know how you have those, I'll take a picture, but those circle light things that are supposed to help with the way you look or something. I don't know. All I know is that this stuff is kind of exhausting. But anyways, okay. So I am going to pull from the book only because these ones are they actually are very interesting, because I've gone through the book and they definitely have a different view of things. It's quite interesting. So, all right. So 4 coins. So the explanation on here is the zealot is shown in his full glory. He stands with tattoos around his forehead and hands. Wait. Yeah. I don't see his hands. Hold on, let's see. Well, piercings line his nose and around his lips. The zealot has a menacing glare. He is ready to conquer the world as an all-pleasing subservient. His eyes grow large and his mouth opens wide as he pursues his greatest journey and aims to please those around him. He is excited by the thought of a journey or the idea of winning. The zealot is ready for anything. Things to consider with this card. So, the 4 coin represents potential and the surety, potentially to the point of obsession. The 4 in the pentacle suit is representative of material security and a strong foundation that has been set. You've followed your passions and has resulted in wealth. As the master of your resources, don't be as stubborn and inflexible as the zealot. This is your warning. All right, so that was interesting. Actually, you know what I'm getting from it is that it's kind of the opposite. There's some people in here that aren't putting enough effort into their passion. They're putting more into obsessing over not having more, which is, as of right now, I'm not going to say that that's not a bad thing to a point. But I can say from my personal experience that when you sit in a specific energy for too long, that consumes, even if it was 75% of your daily thoughts, you're no longer present in life. Regardless if it's just you need to be present for, or others in your life, you're missing. And so this card, I believe, came out because that's what it's trying to give out, so that we're not forgetting to be present in the pursuit of making our journey pleasant. Is that really the word you want me to use? Pure. They said, our journey pure. Okay. See, I knew that. I don't know. Sometimes they kind of bombard me at the same time. And so I don't hear very well what they're trying to get at. So it takes a little back and forth. I'm sure you've seen many readers on here like look off into nothing. It's because we're trying to concentrate with them. So it can be kind of funny. All right, so the Two of Swords. So Francis Thurston sits at a desk. I am going to disclose I have no idea who that person is. Surrounded by books, reading a manuscript as he tries to put the puzzle pieces of knowledge together. Thurston sits, researching his uncle's rambling notes while trying to make sense of the conflicting notes and articles. I know that this deck actually belongs to, I think it's a series, a book series or something. And I did not know that when I purchased them. I just found that the cards were very interesting visually, and I'm very much a visual person, so that's why I picked this deck. So with this card, things to consider. The Two of Swords often represents conflicting ideas and visions, just like Thurston is having conflicting ideas about his uncle's work. He is also having difficulty making a decision. It is the relief real? Is there really a monster out there? This card is a card of choice, and it can often indicate difficulty making a decision. In order to make the right decision, make sure to do adequate research. Free yourself from emotion and rely on your mind. You may need to compromise, but this card indicates all parties will be satisfied. Okay. So I think, so what I got when I read this one is that it's very practical. This is exactly as it reads. There's pieces that are missing, and in order for you to, I don't want to say like jump over a hurdle, but the image I'm getting are, those old-fashioned wooden roadblock signs that have the white and black stripes on them. I'm getting that, and I'm getting a person, and it's like this road, and in each one there's like a piece, and so then it gets up to a certain point, and you're able to move it off to the side. But you push it open this way as a door to open and journey, keep going down. So that's what I'm getting with that. Okay, so let's see, the Justice. I love when we get Major Arcana. They're just awesome. Okay. The wise man balances the use of a weapon for aggression or defense. With the cultists' call for a rise of the great ones, the town prepares for the onslaught of havoc. Will these weapons be used to defend or attack? In the end, attack or defense is a matter of perspective. Only facts can pierce the veil of bias, and only a person of justice can make the judgment of action. Things to consider with this card. The Justice card represents truth, fairness, and balance. You might be called to atone for your actions, or someone close to you might be facing justice resulting from their decisions. Justice is unbiased and seeks truth. It is important to attune with your higher self to understand your will and your intuition. Always accompany your judgment with compassion and understanding, because justice will treat you fairly and there is no bias between people. This card may be an indication that you need to take responsibility for your actions. When making decisions, it is important to recognize how it will affect your future, your loved ones' futures. Justice always makes its way around. Don't worry about others getting what they deserve. So, I think this is tied to that. And the decisions that you make sure to make them for yourself and for those around you. But I would emphasize yourself. You just need to stay the course. That's what I keep hearing. Need to stay the course. They meaning your team, will make sure you will always have help along the way. Just make sure you ask. Let's see. That's all I got from that. Let's see. I don't know if any of you are Foo Fighter fans, but the Wheel of Fortune always makes me think of their song. When the wheels go around. I love that song. We were lucky enough to see them in concert once, and I was hoping they were going to sing that one, or Razor, but they didn't. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune is fractured stone pieces intricately pieced together to form a circular glyph, with each stone telling its own story. The bending, the angular lines of the pattern signifying change and opportunity. As you spin the wheel, there are many opportunities for change and prosperity, with nothing but luck written on the stones. So, this is what you need to consider. The Wheel of Fortune reminds us that the world is always turning and life is constantly changing. It is an indication of good fortune and prosperity. Like the wheel, good fortune has to make its return eventually. Things will always change, but it is important to recognize the important moments in life. It is also an indication of karma and the saying, what comes around goes around. It acts as a reminder to be a good person and to show kindness to others. Try to be optimistic about your current situation. Have faith in yourself and the universe. The universe works in mysterious ways, and like the wheel, it is constantly moving and changing. The universe will support you on your journey. Take the options available to you and remind yourself to be open to new adventures. Always be prepared for the unexpected as you move through different situations in your life. So that is super detailed, and it pretty much already lays it out for you. But what they reminded me when I was reading this is how how the universe works. That it's like ever changing. So, when people do the Akashic records and you are not asking to go back through a lifetime to help with a current negative emotion that you're dealing with, okay? Let's say it's something for the future or a current situation. With each option that is offered to you through your daily life, look at it as a branch. Okay, so here we are. So these are the options, but you can either go this way, you can go right, or you can go left. Neither one's wrong. They're both correct. Each one might have different lessons along the way, but they will get you. So like, here's that, right? But it will get you to the point that you're supposed to meet. So just remember that, yeah, the way that I've always seen it when I dive really deep into it for myself. This is my view of this. Our free will is being able to choose which path to take, but because of purposeful points that we wanted to hit throughout our lifetime here, those will always bring us back to those pinpoints. So sometimes the unfortunate part about being so strong with manifesting, I think that if you do not get out of those negative headspaces that I was talking about earlier, you attract it. And until you learn from them, they will just keep repeating themselves depending on what they are, like how they show up. So I would say right now, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because obviously somebody needs to hear this. So look through your lifetime. This is what they're saying. Look through your lifetime. Like what they're showing me is, remember in school we used to have to do those timelines of growing up and like your birth and then this and blah, 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 blah. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. So instead of that though, I'm seeing what they're showing me is actually like two people interacting, and it kind of looks like if you did like a movie clip, and there were like movie sections on these pieces, and each one of them, the theme to it is exactly the same. They're just showing up differently. So if you're dealing with some struggles right now, they're saying that they will be with you while you're doing this, because it is shadow work. You have to go through, be honest. Sometimes it's brutally honest and it can hurt, but it's good. You need to clear this out in order to move forward. So it's kind of, now they're bringing me back to the old-fashioned roadblock. So have faith in yourself. You can do this. You're not alone. You're never alone. They're going to make me cry. I'm sorry. They're saying you're so precious. Do not give up on this. Okay. I'm sorry. That was a lot. I apologize. So whoever that was for, your strength is unmatchable with the people you've been interacting with lately, but you feel a lot of restraint. Like I see shackles on your wrists, but honestly, I think it's more your voice. So if your throat is getting tight, try to look up some of your favorite songs that you love so much that get you like pumped, like the really positive, pumpy music, and belt it out. I've been told like that's the best way to help clear your throat chakra is sing, because the vibration helps with it. That's what they're trying. The vibration helps with that. So okay. And let's see. Cups. So the Six of Cups. Deep in a cornfield is a cement circle, holding up stones like graves. On the base of the circle is a circular symbol with lines like a compass. There are 6 stones standing tall along the perimeter of the circle. Each stone has its own unique engraving that was carved into it many years ago. The symbols are like a book. They contain their own stories waiting to be told. They are the keys to an ancient knowledge that needs to be researched and understood. When examining the stones, it is a reflection into the past and the events that remain a mystery today. Kind of reminds me of Stonehenge, but we will move on. So I don't know, maybe somebody from the UK is watching this. Oh, okay. I just got like an image of somebody sitting in like this really adorable cottage, like sipping on tea. It's so cute. Okay. The Six of Cups is about the positive memories of nostalgia. It represents the optimism of finding support in your friends and family. Just like a stone memorialized a positive story, you have an opportunity to improve yourself and learn from researching your past. This is a card that shows optimism from happy memories. Until you have analyzed the past, you will not be able to continue to move forward. Perhaps someone or a memory from your past will come back to you or inspire you. Use this card as a motivation for change and revelations. So, as I was talking about before, obviously somebody needs to hear that, or we all kind of do. I mean, we all can learn from our interactions with others. Definitely. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to use Foretell. These are very pretty cards as well. Oracle. It's energy oracles. It was kind of funny. I did it with, I pulled some cards for my husband the other night. And we ended up getting two of the same cards at some point, which is kind of funny. So, anyways. But, okay, shuffling now. So, trying to get that done quickly because there's a lot of cards in this deck that are, and it's still kind of a new deck. So, I'm going to see if they'll give me one for each one of these, but it doesn't always work out that way. So we will see. Here we go. Okay. But I hope everybody's having a good week, getting ready for 4th of July. If you are not in the U.S., I hope that you're staying safe where you are, because I know that Europe has been having like this horrible heat wave too. Horrible. And also Venezuela with the earthquake. I don't know about any of you, but let's see. I get dizzy spells whenever there's like a massive earth shift. And I thought it was just because we moved here, and now I realize that that's part of it. But let's see. Okay, you guys, I cannot take that many cards. That's ridiculous. It's like half the deck. I'm not taking all that. Okay. I'll take the top one. All right, I took the top one. Here we go. All right, so the first one just flew out of my hands, is Family Tree 23. Your family ties can be a source of wisdom, but they can also bring an inheritance of pain. Honor your roots. Be aware of the imprinted patterns that subconsciously influence your behavior. So that's good. That kind of ties into the last card here. They're telling me just to be kind to some of them because you don't know their whole story. Okay. Accountability 22. Oh, so it's digressing. Okay. Accountability begins with the willingness to look honestly at yourself without excuses, without ego. What you see may be uncomfortable, but it's the very truth that will set you free. So, if you've noticed so far, the light, so it's like, I also, when I pull cards, I also look at, sometimes I end up looking at what the theme colors are, but these colors are pretty much these colors. Some of them are darker than others, some of them are brighter than others, but so, okay. Next one is recognition, number 36. The world is taking notice of what you bring to the table. Whether it comes in the form of awards, accolades, or praise, let this be a reminder that you are capable of great things. So that's pretty. I do notice large buildings, and this one has large buildings, so you might actually, somebody here either has to go into work in buildings or they're living in like a big city. So, vicious cycle, number 12. You are caught in a pattern that repeats itself, holding you in a place of frustration or stagnation. Identify the root cause and make a conscious choice to break free. So once again, here it is. reminding us that that we need to go through so many, some of us, some of you, I mean, everybody has something, right? And to look at the patterns that you're doing and then course correct them. And like I said, this one, accountability, when you're doing shadow work, it is extremely emotionally draining. It becomes physically draining. So really, really, every night, give yourself some self-care. Pay attention to the amount of water you intake. And if you need to, they're saying, listen to some of like your favorite frequencies, because that will help you as well. Okay. Next one is empowerment, number 11. So now we have 2 animals. Okay. We were not meant to cower in the shadows of others. The time has come to step into your power, to own your choices, and to actualize the potential that you know is within you. Well, that's super explanatory. I'm not even going to go into that right now. Oh, okay. Ooh, this is good. Number 3, community. Not everyone will understand your calling, but your people will. Seek those who speak your soul's language and create a circle where you are valued and supported. Wow, that is a beautiful card. I can tell you that I've had this deck now for like 6 months, and I've never gotten any of these cards. I heard strength in numbers. But it doesn't diminish your strength alone. So I heard that. So, okay. Next, I just got these. Cosmic Truths, Universe Answers. So, I've used them a couple times here so it could get used to the energy here. These ones are very pretty. This is the outside of them. As you can tell, the colors and stuff. I mean, I have other ones that have, I have ones that are like black and white, or, I mean, I'm sure you've seen them on my other postings, but here we go. They're saying there's too many good cards in here. Okay, there's one. And this one's going to be for a specific someone, so there's that they're looking. Oh, okay. All right. So the first card that came out, they came out in 3s, by the way. So it's like this card, and these 2, and then those 2. Okay, so let's see this one. Even when it seems quiet, the universe is conspiring for you. Okay, I'm not kidding you. I pulled this card for myself and my husband last night. No joke. I mean, hello. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay. You are your own oracle. The universe confirms, not decides. That's a really pretty card. I'm trying to figure out like where my camera is. It's kind of funny. Okay. Then speak what you seek. The universe listens when you believe. Okay, so these came out for a specific someone, obviously. So if this resonates with you or you connect really well with it, it is usually a feeling. Sometimes you hear something. It just depends on who you are. So everything comes back around. Keep your energy clear. So these cards really are pulling from each other, huh? That one you can't see. I'll put her there. Okay. And the next one. What you seek is also seeking you. Keep your heart open. Wow. Okay. So I just want to thank you so much for coming to my channel. And I hope that this gave you a little bit of insight into something you're trying to figure out right now. If not, hopefully I can post something soon that will help. Like I said before, if there is anything you want to reach out to me about, please do that. And my email, just like I said, subject line, Torchwater Oracle. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. I really do appreciate it. And if you're here in the US, happy 4th, be safe, and do celebrate, because this is our country. And you celebrate to make sure that your energy stays up. Okay? And if you're outside of the US, hopefully if we're soccer people, so, or foosball, hopefully your team's still in it. And if not, please enjoy watching the remainder of the group of 32. So, all right. Well, have a great one and talk to you soon.